All the others are already in the meeting. Will I get fined because of masturbating at work?
I cheated on Maria, even though she doesn't know about my feelings.
So, what's the subject of the meeting?
You seem to be in a quiet mood today. Maria, any new ideas for the sex education film?
Yes, the differences between men and women. And Steve, you do not need to get smart or start to open your flies.
Well, I'm not always like that.
Think about it in general terms. Are we primarily men and women, or people? Why is Mars Mars and Venus Venus? Is it genetics, upbringing, history, society, or psychology?
There's always a need for good ideas. Comments? Opinions?
Well, I guess it's a good point. Like when women and like men and like so on. Well, that's what women are like, and especially the men.
Kevin is nice, but Jimmy seems to long for me too. It's fun to be desired.
I wonder if Maria is dating anyone. Oh, I'm so ashamed of what I did. If Maria hears about it, she's unlikely to fall in love with me then.
Maria's idea is worth refining. What do you think, Bonnie?
We'll get out there and give it everything that everybody's got.
Jimmy Nation and his musician friends are working on a charity concert and a record, and part of their income will go to a marital clinic and part for rehabilitation of anger management patients. We could utilise Jimmy's song about differences between men and women for the film.
Call him.
Again, you came home late, pig!
Well, me and the boys went to the church. I don't believe you, you're lying! But look, I brought my Bible. Well, okay, now I believe you. I'm sorry that I doubted you for no reason. Oh, I forgive you. Let's go to bed.
Hi, it's Maria.
Oh, my lovely Maria.
Look, we'd like to use you and your charity album in our film.
Fine by me. The record needs some publicity. And I'll get close to Maria.
Okay, I'll call you then.
Yeah, we could shoot the making of the record, studio recordings and things like that. Men stuff, after all, they are all men.
Jimmy's musician friends actually are all men. I'm not quite sure if that's the best situation.
Haven't we been going on about female perspective for months? Wouldn't it be right if men could sometimes give their honest opinions?
But just men? It doesn't sound very sensitive and balanced.
Yeah, right, I could be 10 times more sensitive than you if I wanted to. I just don't feel like it. I'll leave the blabbering to women.
But there has to be a female perspective too. Sensitivity. Without warmth, there is no life. You, for example, have developed the competitive instinct a bit too far.
We'll film the musicians recording the charity songs and at the same time ask their opinions about women and stuff.
I have to admit that sometimes a little masculine touch is needed.
Well, maybe Jimmy gets that bunch of guys to speak a bit more sensitively.
Jimmy Nation is no different from...
Jimmy is different. Listen, Jimmy, could you take at least one female musician along to the recording?
Oh, you mean female perspective. I guess so.
Good.
By the way, pretty wild news.
Well, tell me.
The Chemical Brothers and the Rolling Stones are uniting into a single tour band. I can't actually believe it. It'll be called the Rolling Chemical.
That's crazy.
I heard about a babe who we could use in this.
Who?
Alanis Joplin, pretty fresh face. She hasn't even recorded yet, but has done some restaurant gigs. She has a pretty good voice, I've heard.
Well, let's take the chick along so we can get the TV company's female quota filled.
Yeah, as long as she's not afraid of a bunch of guys like us.
So where is she staying?
In the hotel nearby, the 6th floor, room 66.